Ah, it's you. I wanted the chance to thank you again for what you have done for my daughter. She can live a full and healthy life now, one a father can be proud of. I thank you once more. I hope the heavens look kindly on you and give you a fate to be proud of.
My name is Aishi, the Mournful Blade. And if you are another hunter come to claim my head, I suggest you turn around and walk away. That one didn't listen to me. I hope you have more sense. I have a tale to finish. I see no need to tell it to anyone but myself. Stranger, if you continue to talk to me, I will stand up and face you. If that happens, our meeting will end with one of our deaths. So be it. You're not what I expected. Harmony surrounds you and flows out into the world as you pass. I have a story I would share willingly with you if you would hear it. Do you know anything of me? Anything of the terror that is Aishi, the Mournful Blade? In my years in this empire, I have been a wanted criminal, a bandit, a murderer, and worse. I have burned entire towns to the ground to avenge some petty dispute between lords and led men to slaughter peasants by the score for their meager possessions. It is all too easy to lose your conscience once you have denied it. I was not always like this, but I remember all too well how my descent began. My father died when I was still a girl, and with him gone I felt no sense of direction. I had no other family to turn to, and so I was alone. I met a boy. He was a natural leader. He had drive and direction. I was in love. He used to enjoy tormenting the children of our village, and I thought it was all fun. Then, one day, He pushed a young boy into the river outside of town. It was fast-moving and would have swept the child away, but he managed to grab hold of a rock. Why, indeed. In the intervening years, I've come to believe that it was more than simple horseplay. There was a gleam in my young man's eye that I cannot forget. The child screamed for help. His cries were shrill with terror, for he could not swim. I moved to help him, but I felt a hand on my arm. The boy I loved turned to me and said, "If we help him, he'll only tell the others what we have done. We have to let him go." Something in his voice. I believed him. That poor child was swept away in the current and was found dead downriver days later. We never told anyone what we had done, but I could never forget. If we help him, he'll only tell the others what we've done. We have to let him go. Simple words, but they still echo in my head even now. Nights are worse. I can't sleep for the screams of that boy as he washed away. I still hear them to this day. Whether that moment was mine or not no longer matters. I've done far worse since, always hoping to forget what happened. As if the cries of others would drown out that child's. That is why I have come here now. I am tired of my life, but at least I have lived it. He deserved to live as I did, but has never felt a moment's remorse for his part in that day. If you came here because of the rich reward on my head, you may even know him. Captain Sin of the Imperial Army is my quarry. I must make him pay for that boy's life. You know him, clearly. Until now, I wasn't sure how I would approach him, but you may have provided the answer. If you help me, I know how I can reach Sin. You need merely to escort me to his station by the gate. A subdued prisoner could get close enough to deal with Sin. Once I have dealt with him, you shall have your bounty. I couldn't let you be implicated in my final murder. They do not call me the Mournful Blade because I enjoy what I do. Years of remembering the first time I let it go have caused me to develop a conscience. Why else ask this boon of you? One last chance to do something right before one of the hunters finally catches me. Let's go write an ending to my tale.
What is the meaning of this?
Hello, my love. Or should I call you by your rank now, Captain Sin? Surely it's been a very long time.
Aishi, what are you doing here? You're a wanted criminal. You can't be here.
It's time I paid for my crimes.
Well, it's good to see our new bounty hunter was able to bring you in. Frankly, Aishi, I thought you'd fight to the death. You were this weak when...
No, I was weak. Otherwise, I would have ignored you by the river. I'm going to pay for my crimes, but there's one thing I have to do first. I have to kill you.
What? No! Guards!
Your men will be dead before they can get within 3 paces of me, Captain. Don't order them to their deaths. I already owe you 1 lifetime of pain. Do not bring more than that upon yourself.
She's mad! She means to kill me! You! Protect me! I'll double the bounty! Damn you both! You're both going to waste away between worlds! I'll make sure the underworld won't take your rotting corpses!
Sin is dead. Dead like that poor boy we let wash away. I should have made him suffer more. Stranger, I cannot thank you enough. I have touched 1,000 lives with my crimes. And yet now I feel some peace. It is time my story ended. I have only one more favor to ask. Face me now and grant me an honor... No, there is no honor left for me. Just grant me an end. You can't be the one to let Aishi the Mournful Blade walk free. That would cast undeserved suspicion upon you, and that crime I will not commit. Face me, and let this battle be glorious enough that the city will talk of it for generations.
Leaping to heavenly wave! Longsword! Double sabers!
I hoped it would end this way. She may have found some peace. Here, take this. It's something Aishi would have wanted you to have, I think. I hate for a good deed to go unrewarded. Aishi, the Mournful Blade, was my daughter. My daughter's life was nothing but pain. Her crimes were a way to forget for a while. I think she must have found some peace now, and I can finally rest. It has been too long since I turned away from the Water Dragon's embrace. You couldn't tell? A spirit monk? Ah, but you are not fully trained, and I have refused to let any part of myself slip away. One of your kind came for me many years ago. I told her that I wanted to see my daughter grow up, and she allowed me to stay. Your kind were shepherds of the dead, but that never meant you were heartless. She said one day another of her order would come for me. Ironic, really. I died before the gates to the underworld closed, but I couldn't let go of my daughter. I worried for her, and rightly so, but I think she will find peace now. Every ghost slips into madness over time, but some of us have a reason not to. We can fight back the longing and despair for a time. I will wait. What choice do I have? I know the underworld is cut off, but I must try to fight through the despair and anger. I have some idea of what you face. Take my best wishes as you try to set things right. I have waited for more than 2 decades. I can wait a bit more, and now I have a reason to smile.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What do you need? Soldier is a worthy opponent. I hope you understand how many warriors have tried to extrapolate him from the Silver Division Championship. He'll be watching you, so expect him to anticipate your style if you face him. This next fight should be fairly simple for you. I once more want to send you up against 4 opponents. The crowd loves those fights. These are tougher than the students you faced before, but should pose no problem. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
We found him just like this.
You did?
3 Reach, the old stableman, found him. He kept everyone else out.
We can trust him. What about Cho? Do we know who's responsible?
Last I saw of him, he was following Silver Phoenix.
She fights next, does she not? Replace the men slated for that match with our own, and ensure that their blades are coated with extract from the ebon orchid. Even the ancient magic of this place could not neutralize that poison.
It will be done. What about Lucky Cho? There are hundreds of people here to see the new fighter. We can't carry the body out of here.
Then we don't. You must always use the resources available to you.
flashing blades, and deadly grace.
Heavenly Wave. Longsword.
I do not know who those men were. The fighters I picked for you to face were not guild men, and they certainly lacked poison-coated blades. The wards are useless against poison. That's a danger we have never been able to solve. Those men were Kylon's, not mine. I keep myself as far away from that end of things as I can. You have to believe that I look out for my fighters. Just before you came up here, I received word from one of the guild men from outside the arena. They send their apologies. I believe they feel Kylon's actions were not appropriated to the situation. You shouldn't have to fear assassins again, not after that message. You are not hearing this from me, but tensions have risen between the Serpent and the Guild itself. He's making a bid for control, and some factions are quite upset. You may feel caught in the middle, but the weather sages say the eye of the storm is the safest place. We've had a request from the Imperial Army. They want one of our best to help them test out a small group of war machines known as golems. I've decided to put you up against them. I want you to prove that our folks are superior to anything the Army could devise. Are you ready to show them what you've got? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
The Imperial Army honors us with a most unique trial.
Stop. Focus. I am a master.
I knew you could defeat those things. The Imperial Army's telling me they figured out some way to improve upon the design, thanks to you. I say stick to traditional soldiers. Sagacious Tien needed no machines to build the Empire. I rushed out notification of this match, and we've had the outcriers shouting themselves hoarse. I hear many nobles will even be in attendance. It's rare that the Silver Division rests balanced against a single victory on the scales of combat, you know. That's nothing compared to the skills of Silver Phoenix, who has soared so high so quickly. Words like those spread like raging flames. Will you face Soldier now? The Silver Division Championship awaits you. Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Can Silver Phoenix take the Silver Division? Iron Soldier will not fall easily.
Ha! Heavenly Wave. Leaping Tiger.
Soldier is a worthy opponent. I hope you understand how many warriors have tried to extrapolate him from the Silver Division Championship. Be proud! From here, your battles will be even harder. A test, if you will, to see if you stand a chance against the Ravager. Impress the crowd, and you will have your chance against the Ravager himself. I can promise you that. Surely this was enough. I know the crowd loved that show, but there's no way I can offer you extra just because of that. All your fights are impressive. I know you feel like a rising star, but your rewards are fixed. You'll find that the Gold Division battles sate your purse's hunger. Now that that's settled, what else can I do for you? Things are interesting right now. Be as careful walking the streets as you are in the ring. I don't think Kailan is pleased with your progress. I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What do you... The Gold Division is the toughest series of fights in the Empire. Ultimately, you can think of it as a test to see if you're ready to face the Ravager. Your first match will be a rare challenge. There is a style that was banned from the tournament combat 5 centuries ago. You will face the Phoenix Unity style. That is something best discovered for yourself. Suffice it to say that if you stand against it, the battle will be memorable. I do not believe in outdated prohabitations. As you may see, this style is not fair for single combat, but it is a fair test of a master warrior's abilities. Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
The Phoenix Unity is among the rarest of styles. No one person has defeated it. Yet.
Ha! Heavenly Wave! Oh! Legendary longsword. This is it. Heavenly Wave! Legendary Strike! Longsword!
Legends say that the Phoenix Unity style was banned from tournaments because it was unbeatable, but I've never put much stock in legends. That was exactly how I wanted your Gold Division matches to start. You need the people on your side before you can face the Ravager. The real champion is the Ravager, but the Sun Brothers are your first hurdle. Who were you curious about? There an odd triptuplet, if you ask me. They were three of the best individual fighters to participate in the arena, but things changed after they fought together against the Ravager and lost. They're sort of a buffer. If the three of them together couldn't match the Ravager, only someone who can face all three will stand a chance against him. It cuts down on the number of injuries at the Ravager's hands. If you want to know more about them, you can ask the brothers themselves. The crowd loves to hate him. He's vicious. He never talks, and he has no interest in the fans. But when he fights, he's unstoppable. Right now, almost no one will face him, so it's rare that the Ravager steps into the ring. It's for the better, I think. He tends to cripple people despite the protective magic of this place. I was going to do something different, but I've had a request from the Sung Brothers. They said that there's been an affluence of the fates and a reemergence of the planets. I'm not quite sure what that means, but if they want to face you, then I have to honor their request. Besides, defeating them is important to your career. I require that any fighter who wishes to face the Ravager be able to defeat all three of the Sung Brothers. Then I know you won't be torn to shreds. Well, at least not before the gong stops ringing, at any rate. The brothers are ready if you are. Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Speed, might, and magic will be needed to defeat these brothers three.
Focus. Ice Shard. Legendary strike. Long sword.
Three opponents at once, all of them exceptionally skilled. I thought no one could impass them, but you have. Defeating their combinated might has impressed the crowd immensely. Things are interesting right now. Be as careful walking the streets as you are in the ring. I want to hear this. What do you... I want to give you a shot at the championship. I really do. I need to convince others, though. I'm going to hold an event so huge that it will rock the reaches of the Empire. The Imperial Engagement. The arena turns upon you. You will be one woman against a rushing tide of foes. You must stand against them all, and when you do, your right to challenge the Ravager will be indisputable.
Time to take you down a peg.
I think it's going to be a fun challenge. You might even survive if you pace yourself.
The concept is simple enough. If you can defeat your foe with exceptious alacrity, then you have a moment to collect yourself. If you tarry, then you will be swamped. You will be facing all the champions you have dealt with already, and more. You will be the first. As I said, I need you to have the crowd's heart. Kailan does not want you to face the Ravager. I do. Are you ready for me to finish the arrangements? If so, we'll get everyone set up. Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
The Imperial engagement begins! An ogre begins the onslaught!
Leaping Tiger. Spirit Thief. Paralyzing Palm. Spirit Thief. Storm Dragon. Paralyzing Palm. Die quiet, Spirit Thief. Leaping Tiger. Longsword. Longsword. Leaping Tiger. Longsword. Focus. Leaping Tiger.
You have just emerged the victor from a multitudinous concretion of raw fighting talent. Amazing! The crowd loves you, and you have proven yourself enough in my eyes. No other fighter stands a chance against the Ravager. But you must think of your safety. The Ravager strikes with such power that even the wards of this arena may not be enough to save you. No one knows. His strength is almost inhuman. But we are sure he is no demon. Your match could end in death. It almost happened when Sung Bu faced him alone, and he was the last opponent to tackle the champion alone. The Ravager grows more fierce with each fight, as if time were making him stronger. If you face him, we may not be able to end the match in time. Things are... You know, the Ravager is next. If you're ready, well, he's always ready. It is that time. The Ravager awaits. You remember what I told you about fighting him? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
This fight will not happen. This fighter is not worthy of facing a true Imperial champion. The Ravager will not waste time with one so new to the ring. One must face the test of time to even challenge the Imperial champion. Good people, I do this for you. Would you have an unproven whelp as your champion? As the Empire's champion? Silence! You have spoken, and I have heard. Your will be done. I give you the Ravager!
Ha! Longsword! Ha! Paralyzing palm! Longsword! Die, paralyzing! Longsword! Paralyzing palm! Longsword! I will never submit! That's much better. Focus.
If you have even the tiniest bit of sense, Whirlwind, you'll realize that you should thank me.
What have you done to my brother?
Your brother was a useful tool. After you cut him down while he defended me, I decided it would be too much bother to let him go. In the process, I saved you from charges of fratricide. And so the Ravager was born. The perfect, unquestioning enforcer of my will, and I owe it all to you, Whirlwind.
I should kill you here and now, but first...
You have done nothing. I still took your brother.
And I took him back and repaid the favor.
You will not be champion. This is my arena. I invoke the right of challenge. As an ex-champion, I will return and stake my claim upon this place. Tradition supports my right to this.
But the right of challenge hasn't been used in hundreds of years.
Very well. You need not accept the precedents and traditions that make this empire great, Quee. Instead, accept that my men will kill you if you dare contradict me again. So, stripling, what do you say? Are you prepared to suffer at my hands, or will you walk away and die the tenfold deaths of the coward?
No, you are not the current champion, Serpent. My brother was, and now my friend is. All you are, magician, is mine. Allow me to accept his challenge on your behalf, Master. I will not fail you, and I know my brother's spirit will be satisfied if I take this chance.
Never. I will not allow a substitution of this sort.
They do have the right, Serpent. You substituted the demon in place of one of your guildmen. You set the precedent yourself.
Damn you all. Fine. I will fight the shaved bear. It will be a pleasure. Speak with Quee when you're ready. Until then, I will prepare.
all gone horribly wrong. I have had a dead retired ex-fighter in a mask for a champion all this time. Do you know how many rules and regulations that breaks? It's a mockery of the entire arena, and Kai Lan and his thugs are to blame. But you can stop him. I need you to see this through to the end. I need that man stopped before he destroys 1,000 years of gratification. Things are... I want to hear that. What do you need? Your friend is ready to fight. When he was here before, he was always ready. Tell him to be careful. Kai Lan is not easily defeated. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
The Black Whirlwind returns to the ring to face the Serpent! Might meets magic!
Well, I know it's anticlimactic, but you did earn it. Congratulations, champion. I wish that I had another dozen fighters who could rise through the ranks with your alacrity. I will not dishonor you with appearing to those who cannot match your skill. In time, someone will come along, but I suspect your equal will not be manifesting any time soon. Champion, it has been an honor to adjudicate and facilitate your rise to the top. Should anyone appear to challenge you, I will let you know. But until then, rest yourself. You've earned it.
It would be hard to find anyone in this city who does not recognize our new champion on this day. We have met before, but right now, I represent the guild. I want what you want. We had to address the issue of Kai Lan sooner or later. His open policy did not fit well with our philosophy of discretion. His power ran deep. He would have taken our organization even further down Gao the Greater's path had word of a new contestant not reached us. Indeed. Then you will be happy to know of the Guild's decision. We no longer want a stake in the proceedings in the arena. With Kai Lan and Gao the Greater gone, let us just say that cooler heads prevail. The current sentiment in the Guild is that the Lotus Assassins have become more trouble than our alliance with them is worth. Thus, we propose a truce. Your feud, or whatever it was, with Kai Lan died with him. The Guild will not trouble you or this place if you will not trouble us. I have a scroll for you that details a most ancient technique, once taught only to the Imperial Champion. Your perfect record in this place deserved a revival of tradition. In observing Kai Lan, I had no choice but to watch the fights of Silver Phoenix. It was the most enjoyable aspect of the assignment. Your skills are amazing. We will not speak of this again. Consider me nothing more than Sweet Poison Lin from this point on.